All right, guys, we're back in the shop, and today's project right now, Cody helped me bring these doors from old Albert in.
And
because I decided I'm going to spray paint these black, because I can't spray paint the ones in my truck black because they have carpet on them.
you probably could, but
Yeah.
you might not like it. But
Yeah, and the ones in my truck right now have automatic window, like they aren't fitted for a manual. So I'm gonna attempt to sand these up and then spray paint them. But they were a booger to get off, huh?
Yeah, well, everything was froze up on them.
So I'm kind of glad you stuck around and helped me get them off before you went to work.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd have got them off on your own. It was pretty tough.
But, oh, that got black. But luckily, I Snapchatted my brother this morning, and I was showing him my pickup seat that I put in last night, and he's like, let me know if you need any help. And I was like, I need a lot of help.
I'm just letting you know I need some help, huh? Is that what you said?
Huh?
You just said, I'm just letting you know I need some help.
Yeah, I said, I need help. I said, come on over whenever you feel like it. So, stay tuned. Here we go. Here's the before. Here's a before. Cody's over there sanding away, but here's a good before. We had to scrap the, what is this, like a cushion, the armrest cushion?
Yeah, the cushion on it.
So I'm gonna have to take the one off of the ones that are in my truck right now.
Try to make them work.
So the plan is spray paint this piece first, make sure it'll fit in my pickup good, and then I'll take.
It's gonna fit.
Yeah, okay.
That ain't gonna be no problem.
All right. You're just having fun now, and you need to go to work.
I was just wondering if, we've got an electric orbital sander over there you might could do this with, but this little block works pretty good.
So today's
I'd probably take
project.
this outside
And what?
I would probably, if you want to, just set it right out here, and then you can sand it and bring the air hose out here and blow them off.
Okay, so today's projects are door panels.
Hopefully we may replace the,
We have to fix the headlights, but we're not gonna go all out like we were thinking.
well, it depends. If Catlin's here and
Catlin's here and we have enough hands, we might.
y'all could maybe get the radiator core support out before I get home, and then hopefully it'll be here from Summit by the time I leave to come home to unload the shade.
Okay.
And then we could put it in.
All right, and what else do we have to do today? I'm trying to think. I need to hook my radio back up. Oh, steering wheels.
Oh yeah, Catlin can help you with that.
I got Clancy to leave his pickup and take my old black car to work today so that I could what happened was, here's what happened, I'll show y'all. What happened was I got a new steering wheel, but the button I got for Clancy, the Chevrolet, is not the same size as one in his pickup. So now I have to give him this whole steering wheel, and I have to take his whole steering wheel to put on my truck. So steering wheel swap's gonna happen today too. Okay, here, you can have this back now that you're done.
I don't need it. All I was going to say is you might want to look in here. There might be, because I think when we got all the weather stripping from Precision to do Bub's pickup, or I think we got a set of these inside ones that go on your snap into your door, but then I think the door panels came with the set.
Okay.
So if there,
oh yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about? So if there is,
okay,
you can take this deal off and put that in on yours on the inside, and it'll help some of that rattle.
Okay.
But I wouldn't pull these off until I found those, because these are better than nothing that you have in there now.
Okay.
I don't think it hurt anything if you wanted to watch.
Oh, we can't actually hear anything he's saying because I.
Why? Turn my mic off. What I'm saying you might even take these over to the wash rack and just squirt all that off.
That's what I did yesterday was wash rack. And
it ain't gonna hurt it. If you did that now, if you finished sanding them real quick and rinsed them off, you could run and get your paint. By the time you get back, they'll be dry.
And I have to go in real quick and finish my YouTube.
Okay. Well, I would do these first. I would rinse these first.
Okay.
So it could be drying.
Leave this in here?
Yeah,
Okay. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right,
Try
guys,
to.
quick update for the day. Number one, my brother came over. Everybody say hi to Catlin.
Hello.
He was bored and wanted to hang out with me today, right?
Yeah.
So he is, what are you doing? Oh, he's putting these new door handles on. We took the ones off of Albert. They're not new, but Albert's look better than mine. So anyway, so he did that. And I am just about to start painting these door panels. Let me show you. So I sanded on these and used glass cleaner to clean them off, and then I sprayed them with the air hose. So now I'm ready to start spray painting them. And I already took the door panels off of the truck and I cleaned inside of them, and Cody is now putting sound deadening inside them before we put the new door panels.
Now, one thing we didn't do on Clancy's truck, and we got a pointer from one of the guys at Southwest Classics. If you look right here, when we put Clancy's sound deadening in, we just put it right up to here. You know, we put a big, covered the whole thing. But the guys at Southwest Classics said, hey, you need to cut that. He said just put a triangle in there, but we're going to do more than that. But that way, any water that goes in that door, if it comes down, it'll hit and it'll kind of run to the sides and bead out of there instead of sitting on a straight seam and end up rotting out your door over. I mean, we'll probably be dead and gone before that ever happens.
All right, so that's what we're doing.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. What did you do? Just turn. Did you turn that to on instead of off now?
Yeah. But he for real isn't getting one of that.
No, he for real isn't. So Callan just almost took this whole bumper off. And Cody just called, and he went to town for the parts run because we ordered from Summit yesterday, and everything except the core support came, and that's what Callan was taking the whole bumper off so that we could put the new core support in and get the headlights mounted correctly. So now we're gonna have to mount the headlights not correctly for the show. But I will continue to use the world's smallest wrench over here while Catlin does fun stuff. Let me show you. I'm using this tiny little wrench because I'm trying to get this thing off right here. And the ones that are way back there on this side that has the emergency brake and all that, very, very difficult to get off. So I have to take breaks because it's annoying. Okay, guys, it's been like a million hours since we've updated, but we had like 14 million projects today, right?
We got a lot going on, yeah. And we've got a lot done.
What's the latest? I don't remember what the last update I gave him was. I think we...
Did you show them your seat yet?
Yeah, but Catlin and I changed out steering wheels. So I showed a tad of that, but this is the steering wheel out of Clancy's truck, so I went and got that. He took mine out, and then I took Clancy's out and then put this one back in mine. So pretty simple. And I've got my door panels drying over here. And then I just painted these. They go in the floor of my truck. The boys just...
Oh, here's an update on from the headlights, remember?
Oh, yeah. The headlights was a disaster.
They had, you can't see it here, but they basically took lights that were too small. I don't even know where one of them's at.
Which they're right here. We
Right, look at
should have
this.
a video that shows that. I'll try to link it.
But they welded in nuts into the radiator core to hold these lights in.
It was awful.
It was pitiful. So we got those cut out, and luckily the holes for the adjusters were still in there, so we were able to just use those. We got new buckets and new lights and got those put in.
And they spray painted the whole black thing back here.
You've got your grill set in, and then we got these, where's your light cover right here? So we got these new covers.
We didn't know we were getting those, otherwise I would have kind of tried to color match, but they look pretty good together. Except I painted my grill kind of metallic, and these aren't really sparkly.
We got these ones with this solid blank right here, so that's going to cover up the hole that was in there. So the radiator, the core support we've got coming, we may not even use now because we've got it going like this. So
Awesome.
When we get that done, you showed them your door panels already painted?
I was going to look at the list over here. What else? So
You got your radio took back in?
Yeah, pulled out the door panels. We cleaned the doors. We put sound deadening in. We looked for weather stripping, found it. We're going to put it on the new door panels. We spray painted the door panels, pulled and painted the bottom panels. We hooked up the radio. We didn't have to do the core replacement, but we fixed that up, fixed the headlights up, changed the steering wheels out.
So
Really
it's just buttoning up a few things. This plug over here that runs the lights was all boogered up and fell apart, but we're going to end up replacing that. We were able to pilfer some
wiring off of Albert.
Well, that's the one off of Albert. We didn't end up using it, but we did off of Clancy's truck. When we rewired Clancy's truck, we kept the old harness and we were able to pull, right there it is, this plug off of it.
Oh, yeah.
So that we could reuse it. And yeah, so now we're good to go.
Okay.
So we're gonna get
it's
this
looking
baby
good.
hooked up. We're gonna clean this little bit of wiring up over here if you want to show them. So they spliced a bunch of stuff like this and it's just junky and it don't look good. So we're gonna clean all that up and get it right and then get it hooked back up in here. Yep, that's it.
All right, that's the update.
We got to make four. We got to make 4 connections, and we'll be ready. 3 connections, and we'll be ready to put everything back together.
The real MVP is my brother, who helped me all day on his day off. And then we got Bobo over here, who's playing with a square body remote control car while we work on the square body. Right, Bobo? You're silly.
Any chance?
What?
All right. So let's get that deal rolled back over here.